What's up, everybody? Sawtooth Dave here. If you want to do the quick Sunday video about that bad motherfucker right there. This is the Alphahunter Tactical Designs Copper Apocalypse. This one came basically off a trade for another guy that was looking for a sawtooth, and helped him look for a while until he found what he wanted. And he offered this in on a trade, so the sawtooth plus a little bit of money on my end netted me this. This is a 1 of 10, I believe, number 5 of 10. Seen a couple other guys on Instagram say they had some of these at one point. Pretty cool looking knife, I believe. Not 100% because I don't really know much about this, but obviously that's full copper. I believe this has been acid washed since it was purchased, and I also believe that the Cerakoting was done after purchase too. So it's kind of like a greenish gray Cerakote. I think what its intention is to match the patina of the copper once it patinas. You know how copper patinas, it gets that green look. I think that's what they're going for in that. And you know, I'm not sold on it, but I don't dislike it. You know what I mean? I've seen some with just the plain tie, and honestly, if it was like a, I don't know, like a dark stone wash or something, it'd probably look cool. But this works for me too. I dig it. On all the black hardware, I'm pretty sure it's been Cerakoted as well. This edge is super thin, or not the edge, but the grind is super thin, hollow grind behind the edge. Like compared to other knives that I have, this is way thinner. And I know there's no way really showing on video, but you can just take my word for it. Super thin. You can kind of tell with the grind up here. So it is flat on the tip, so you can see how that hollow comes into that flat and how much of a deep bevel that is right there. And it's super deep as far as the hollow grind goes. I dig it. You kind of sort of see the logo. Hold it in the right light right here. I believe this was an M390. I found it on there somewhere, but without my glasses, I'm not gonna be able to show you where it is. Maybe you guys will see it. But this one's running on bearings, and it is pretty much guillotine. It's pretty slick. I'm gonna fumble behind the camera, but it's pretty slick, man. Trust me. And ergonomically, like, I'm surprised. Like this feels good. Don't get me wrong, this feels fine. But choking up on this sucker when you climb up and you get that finger in between behind there, man, does that feel good, dude. Oh, that feels so good. This is the closest ergonomics to a strider that I've felt as far as like how good it feels. You know, like it just choking up to get it tight feels so good. It's a cool fucking knife, man. I really dig this thing. I probably, if you guys don't know, the guy who actually designed this, I think his name's Chad. He's actually a preacher, so you know, it's like a, I don't know. He was kind of weird. Somebody like me running their mouth, cussing like hell when this dude's a preacher, but it is what it is. I guess y'all ain't surprised. Y'all watch my other videos. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of compare like action-wise. So you see how the action is on this one. It's pretty buttery. The only thing I got that's probably better, well, 2 maybe contenders, I guess. So, you know, the Hoback, which is a flipper, but it also has the ability to be flicked and thumbed. So fidget factor, this one's got the fidget factor on it for sure. But it's so thick behind the grind, man, compared to the Alphahunter, that they're kind of in different needs. Like this is definitely a more heftier, hardier use, kind of to me. That one can definitely slice cardboard and all the other stuff way better than this one's going to. This is a Nitro V, so that one's got a little bit better steel too. Not that I really give a shit, and probably none of y'all probably do either. But for this thing, this is a bad motherfucker too. Just like it's so hard to beat this Husky, man. Husky is just a bad motherfucker. So digging the Husky as well. The other one that competes on action wise would be this ADV Tanto 2. This thing is also a ridiculous action. For the big knives, like you guys that don't have a lot of big knives, you usually don't get this kind of action. I don't see a whole lot of it anyhow. Like, I mean, I can't say a lot of people don't, but I don't. From what I've handled, these are the best handling knives as far as action goes. Like if you just want to compare, because a lot of people know what the Medford's handle like. This is my Emboulet. And granted, it snaps out, sounds good and everything like that, but it's pretty much a one-trick pony. That's a flip that actually worked. Holy crap. There you go. That's actually working. That's the hardest it can go flip-wise. So, you know, you can flick it, but the flipping barely ever works good. Seems to be doing actually all right now. Kind of funny, but I don't really play with this a whole lot anymore. This is a good work knife. I use this one for a work knife, like the blade geometry and everything on this one. This is definitely a go-to for me for work. It's a nice, solid built Of course, the sawtooth. This one's got the hole in it. You see how slow that one was to deploy. This is basically a knife that someone got new and modified, and it hadn't really been used since it's been modified. So I'm slowly breaking it in. It's just not really like the whole thing, not really my flavor. So I think I'm gonna make a titanium thumb stud for it. Just do something different with it, because this whole, for whatever reason, the ergonomics of this sawtooth just don't work for me with this. I'm so used to the thumb stud, I guess. I don't know, just the hole don't work for me. The rest of the knife actually, I don't mind it at all. I'm pretty sure Fanatic Edge did this back in the day. So I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure this was a Fanatic Edge. The dude who got it from the dude who got it customized thought it was Fanatic Edge. So this was actually in 20 CV too, which is rare for a sawtooth. If you don't know sawtooths, most of the time they're S30. Another action knife, DSK kickstand. This one's had problems with centering. I constantly have problems trying to keep that damn thing on center. You see right now it's already off to the show side a little bit, but you know, it's got the action, man. It's definitely got the action. It doesn't flick out like that ADV does, but it's definitely got the action. But as far as like newer acquisitions and how this one kind of came about, like I just thought that was really cool. Like this wasn't even on my radar, man. You know, not even heard of, and it kind of falls in my lap. It's like it's a 1 in 10. It's just a cool knife, man. So I just kind of wanted to show it, let you guys get a chance to check it out. Cool blade. All right, it's gonna be a short one. Later, guys.